Is there anything else you can go to?
Team.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Long story.
Look, we can have.
Good morning, welcome to live coverage, Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship, the penultimate round of our 2025 calendar. Excuse the huffing and puffing. We've just traversed the end of Special Stage 2 in the Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty. Dale Page, Blair Bartels on the commentary this morning. We've literally just sat down in the commentary position, so excuse the huffing and puffing, and BB getting himself ready.
Yeah. Turns out you should really double check, triple check, and recheck the plan. But we
certainly saw a fair bit of the countryside around Special Stage number 2. I was going to say Campbell, but it's not Campbell. It's called
McDougall Quarry. This one.
Quarry.
It is the famous Campbell stage, but in reverse.
So Special Stage number 2 of 10. And rally well and truly underway. Hayden Patton, not surprisingly, quickest through the opening stage because he's not in the championship. And in that ding-dong battle between our two championship protagonists, Robbie Stokes, BB, with the first punch against Ben Hunt, just a couple of seconds quicker than him through the opening stage.
Yeah, 1.9 seconds between the pair. Certainly sets up for what's going to be an exciting battle across this Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty.
We should be seeing Hayden Patton very shortly. First car on the road. Big thanks to our partners, Brian Green Property Group, MRF Tyres, control tyre of the championship, Amiga Rental Cars, Cream Insurance.
Nicely done, Budgie. You finally, after
I managed to catch my breath. So
10 years, I'm working on it.
You're working on it?
Let's not live stream in the commentary position here. We'll slowly
here is the
strip
dust.
back the layers.
Some beautiful shots from the Volt TV drone.
Yeah, stunning bit of the country, isn't it? And,
looking away to the Bay of Plenty, you can see there in the distance. Somewhere out in that vicinity is Whakaari White Island. And, it'll be Hayden Penn in any tick of the clock now.
yes, stage started 2 minutes ago on time. Everything running to schedule. We are at the end of this stage, which is 14.85 kilometres. So we probably could have timed our run a bit better. Budgie had another 5 minutes.
Could have, yeah. Could have stopped for coffee. So these first two public road stages, and then of course we head back into the forest for the first time in a long, long time.
Matahina Forest.
Matahina Forest, 4 stages through there, 2 stages run twice.
The first one, 35 kilometres too, so that's a big test. That will be a rally shaping.
Let's talk to Hayden at the ceremonial opening last night, and he thinks that'll be around about a 15-minute stage. Yes, it is super, super fast.
Wow, that's proper.
It's fast forestry, all right. So, that to look forward to shortly. We'll see a full field of cars here at our commentary position.
Yes, and then we'll be back with you for special stage. Well, I won't be, but
I will be, yep.
You'll have Dylan Turner alongside.
Dylan Turner will be with us for the second running through here, but it'll come reverse order, so we'll get to see...
No, reverse direction.
Reverse direction, sorry, is what I meant. Reverse order, reverse direction of the stage, so
if we have
cars coming from right to left as we see it, as opposed to left to right.
Having a look at some of the stage, the class battles, and Dean Buist, fastest of the two-wheel drive cars, 11th fastest overall. It's pretty phenomenal from Dean. And he was just 0.6 of a second faster than Bryn Jones. Both of those guys actually faster than Caleb McDonald, fastest of the Rally Challenge cars, by 0.8 of a second. So
Bryn Jones is quickest in the NZRC two-wheel drive cars?
Correct.
Must be an issue with this timing. We were seeing that earlier. Didn't see a time for Bryn, so good to see that all okay with our championship leader in the NZRC two-wheel drive class.
Not that he's got it all his own way. Tim Mackesy only 2.3 seconds behind him. Julian Longley second in the Rally Challenge class. He was 3.6 seconds off Caleb McDonald. And then William Menzies, newcomer to the championship, 2.8 seconds further back there. Kevin Laird, fastest of the Group A Challenge cars. We saw a bit of an issue there for Josh Keeley. He's dropped some 19 seconds to Laird. Gavin Feast next through. Dave Strong leading open two-wheel drive car. He's the only one in there. Steve Gill second of the Historics.
That's where we are. You can see the commentary position. I'll give you a little wave. There you go. Ta-da.
Still sucking in the big ones here.
You are. I'm good. Yeah. Could go again.
In the panic to get out the car, also left my water bottle there too. So
it's going to be handy.
Yeah, it could be a dry argument by the time we get to the end of this one. But just the one casualty in that stage one, Andrew Sim, non-championship car, but unfortunately for him, his rally has lasted all of 1.8 kilometres.
So, baby, there is a short restricted speed zone in this stage.
Yes, so
for a small amount. I think it's only for a brief few hundred metres, isn't it?
Yeah, for some fresh seals. So shouldn't be too far away from seeing Hayden Patton last year. He set the record at 6 minutes 34.6. So, any stroke of the clock, we should see the Hyundai, as you say, running outside of the championship. There's a sight from days gone by. Sloane Cox there in the pink hoodie out for a watch.
Local rally for him. Rotorua based, isn't he?
He is. Looks like he's there with the Coatsworths, as we see. Hayden Padden, Jared Hudson.
New livery. This is the Ashley Forrest livery on the AP4, the New Zealand AP4 car. Hayden blasting along. Great shots from the drone. So fresh off another victory in Australia, leading that Australian Rally Championship.
Quite comfortably too. So odds-on favourite to wrap that up as it's been the same weekend as we crowned a champion at the Vertex Oil. Yeah, that is the flying finish is literally just around that corner, so he will stop the clocks and we'll bring you that time as soon as we have it. Of course, see the Battery Town sign there. Big thanks to Battery Town as the principal sponsor of this rally.
So 6:34.6 was the stage record. He set that last year, but of course with the speed zone in there, I'm guessing we get raw times, aren't we?
Yes, yeah, they will be adjusted as we see Ben Hunt. So first of the championship cars.
This is our championship leader, Ben Hunt, in the Skoda New Zealand Fabia Rally 2.
Tony Ralston alongside him on the notes, and won't be happy about dropping 1.9 seconds. Heard an interesting stat yesterday. If you take away Timaru, which was probably not Robbie's best rally, across the three other rounds, Otago, Canterbury and Rally Coromandel, 1 second across the three. So you see Ben and Tony to deal with there. I think maybe the exposure on the camera making it a little bit worse than it is, but it's certainly not racing away that dust. So be interesting to see if that becomes an issue further down. So
really see there in that shot the dust just hanging in there across the road. So Robbie Stokes shouldn't be too far away. Padden's time 7:04.2. That's obviously without the speed zone adjustment, as we see the Stokes Motorsports Skoda Fabia Rally 2.
And you can see some of that dust hanging. I don't think it's not thick enough that it will absolutely blind Robbie, but it'll just be enough that it's an annoyance. But looking at those lines there, he's not backing off. He's looking really nice and consistent. But yeah, that shows you a bit of the dust.
Around and over the flying finish. So Ben Hunt's time 7:14.7, 10.5 seconds down on Padden. Not sure if that's adjusted or not yet. I think that'll be raw, won't it?
I think that will be raw.
It'll give us an idea, potentially. So Jack Stokes will be next in the Stokes Motorsport AP4 Fiesta. There he is.
Yep, so he was just a little bit... He was the best of the chasing pack, but 6.9 seconds back from Ben Hunt in that first stage. And, Jack has just been so impressive in this first season in a four-wheel drive car, isn't he? And of course that exciting news that he has the Skoda Rally 2 car on the way for next season to be his brother. And talking with Brian yesterday, just so much that they've learnt with Robbie in that car that they can apply directly to that car next season.
All right, so we've got some times through, and these are the adjusted times. So Ben Hunt's 10.5 seconds slower than Hayden Padden, but he's 8 seconds quicker than Robbie Stokes. So Ben Hunt takes the rally lead. Stokes winning the opening stage, but 8 seconds opens up nearly a 6 and a bit second lead for Ben Hunt after the second special stage.
Bit of a shout out
Jack
too
Hawkes,
to
was it?
Nikita Gibson, who's tuning in all the way from Texas.
Well,
It's commitment.
it is commitment.
So we see Jack Hawkswood.
Farewell tour for that car.
Well, we might have used that line before.
We have. We know that the new car is in New Zealand. It's landed,
It's
so.
a stunning bit of kit too, I must say. Went for a little nosy. Force Motorsport Workshop. See Jason Farmer. A little bit wider there than everyone else has been.
He lifted off quite early too. I wonder whether that dust is just being a little bit of a nuisance. Through Jack Stokes this time through. He's a further 8.3 seconds down on his brother, so fourth quickest so far, dropping 35 seconds to Paddon through there.
So in terms of the championship picture now, Ben Hunt with a 6.1 second lead over Robbie Stokes. They do go into a service now and then into the forestry stages. So I think that's where the rally will be won and lost.
Both of them quite like the forestry stuff as well, so it should be
Yes.
a good battle through there. As we see Josh Marston, RDL Holden Barina, and the P4 car. Josh third in the championship as it stands. Just frustration on what happened at Canterbury, looming large over his season. I think what might have been had that not happened. Right in the mix down there.
Yeah, it's fourth fastest to the championship cars, just 1.3 seconds between he and Jack Hawkswood.
That is pretty quicker. I think Jack Hawks was
Yeah,
pretty timid through there by his standards.
yes, not one that we often associate with the word timid.
No, not at all.
So Jack Hawkswood's time through 7.8 seconds off that of Jack Stokes.
So just recapping that, Ben Hunt's the quickest of our championship competitors, 8 seconds quicker than Robbie Stokes. Then Jack Stokes a further 9.3 seconds back. Jack Hawkswood 7.8 seconds further adrift, and now Josh Marston coming through 13.8 down on Hawkswood. So they're literally all line of stern at the moment in terms of times.
So it should be Emma Gilmore next. She has dropped a bit of time looking at the splits, and we're hearing from our people on the ground. It sounds like it's got an exhaust manifold leak in the Citroen C3, the Vantage car.
Emma had such a good run here 12 months ago, as we see here now.
Sorry, it's Mike Young,
That's not young.
the local man. So already Emma out of order there. It's Mike Young, Amy Hudson, just contesting selected rounds, or not as part of the championship. So first time we've seen Mike in 2025, and
Not far to go for him, to be fair, from just down the road in Portakey.
yep, local lad.
He was impressive in that opening stage as well.
Yeah, fifth fastest. Championship contenders, so we'll see what comes of that across the day. It's Marston's time through, and he's 13.8 seconds away from Hawkswood. So, bit of movement in this stage.
Yeah, certainly is. Emma stopped, I'm being told, in the middle of the stage, 9.6 k's through, so it's unfortunate.
Yeah, not what she would have wanted. Hopefully, it's something not too major, and they can get it sorted and get back in for later in the day. Because this will be the last time we see Emma this year within the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship.
He looked fast. Mike Young, fourth quickest. Slots in between Robbie and Jack Stokes. Just 2.1 down on Robbie, so impressive stuff again from Mike Young.
Next should be Quentin Palmer. He's losing a fair bit of time on the splits too. So his split time at the 9.7k split, some 21.5 seconds off Mike Young.
He's a handy peddler. The Whisperers will see him in the championship next year. Quentin Palmer, ex-Rana Horan Skoda.
Yeah, and certainly turned some heads at Dale ITM Rally Coromandel 5-6 weeks ago. He and Mike Gowdy, of course, champions of the Hawkswood Mining Rally Series.
So mechanical issue for Emma Gilmore, sent her pull over. It's predicted by our crew on the ground.
That's going well. Managed to, didn't even touch it and managed to break the screen on the that we're watching with the pictures. There we go. I fixed it.
Wasn't a bad catch you made there too, actually. Good slips catch. We're heading into the summer cricket season.
Absolutely started already. Speaking of fixing stuff, Jack Smith has asked if I can just go out there and blow really hard to clear the dust. That's what I like about you, Jack. You're in ideas, man.
Top order.
Third outright. So again, focusing on the North Island Rally Series, it'd be great to see Todd back in the championship, but business commitments and the like keeping him away. Showing that he's lost none of his touch, and one of those drivers that actually knows what to expect going into that Matahina Forest. So Quentin Palmer's time through, 10 seconds off Marston. Those gaps just starting to open up a little bit. In fact, Palmer's time all but a minute away from that of Hayden Padden. So just looking at the stage margins, it was Padden fastest, 10.5 seconds over Ben Hunt. So probably not actually a bad effort from Ben to be within a second a kilometre.
Ben definitely responding. So it was early strike by Robbie, and Ben has definitely answered back here.
Yep. So 8 seconds he took out of Robbie Stokes, who was third fastest, second of the championship cars so far. Mike Young in fourth. He was 20.6 seconds off the ultimate pace.
Caleb McDonald just coming in shot now. First of our Rally Challenge competitors.
Yeah, not a heap to gain here for Caleb, but some good miles. So with the format of the Rally Challenge, they take the best three of their first 5 round scores, plus the final round. Obviously means that teams with lower budgets don't need to be at every round. The challenge is really about sort of a gateway class into the full championship classes of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship. So for Caleb, really, it's a chance to get reacquainted with the North Island roads. He took his first ever Rally Challenge round win here.
Hasn't really looked back since. Had that misfortune the back end of last year, just some mechanical issues plaguing what would have been his title charge. He's in a good, strong position heading into the final round of the Championship of Whangarei this year, that is for sure.
So Caleb through, and probably a little bit quicker this time. Just 8.7 seconds off Josh Marston, faster than the Rally 2 cars of Quentin Palmer and Todd Boredom.
Should be Ben Hubin next, I think.
Yep, Ben Hubin up next.
There he is.
And that does certainly not getting any better, is it? It's Ben and Corin Watson. Unfortunately, the campaign was over before it began. Really, with a blown engine.
So this little run of Rally Challenge 4-wheel drive class, very competitive class. As we welcome William Menzies to the championship for this round too, which is good to see. He should be through next. Julian Longley, who was such a standout at Coromandel.
Yes. And that was quite a short gap, so this is looking like it could be a really strong stage time. And the split time's looking really good, like 10 seconds up on Caleb McDonald, sort of good.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see what that time looks like, but that was certainly the shortest gap we've had so far.
Yeah. So Ben Hubin dropping, let's do some quick math. Best part of 38, nearly 40 seconds to McDonald through there, so
I'd go with 30.1.
30.1, okay, that's a bit better than my... Oh, it is too, I was adding McDonald's differential to the previous competitor. So anyway, there you go. Pukekohe High School maths doesn't work out all the best all the time.
So here is Julian Longley.
So Julian, one of the few competitors that does have some experience in the forestry stages. He was here in 2005 for the Rotorua International Rally, the APRC competition.
In a Honda Integra Type R of all things.
There you go.
So it's fantastic digging through the archives that our man Chris Grant's done for us to make us sound like we know what we're talking about. He's a good man like that. Julian, very impressive. at Coromandel, second in the Rally Challenge class. Actually won the MRF Drive of the Rally for that effort, and sort of a bit of a breakthrough result for him. So we'll see what the time's like, but William Menzies' time through, he's actually 6.8 seconds slower than Caleb McDonald, so but second fastest in the class. To be fair, the split times do seem to have a couple of anomalies in them, so we'll...
Might be that adjusted time, obviously, too.
Yes, yeah.
So I think it'll be Andy Martin next. First about a couple of the, what I like to call the Bay of Plenty Mafia. Local drivers down here. Andy Martin, Gavin Feast.
And in stage one, that went the way of...
Andy was quicker, I think.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. 10 seconds out of Feasty. So Andy running outside of the Rally Challenge class, just running as an all-comer this weekend. Doesn't want to start taking points away from people and the like. So it's a sporting move from Andy, but great to see him out and having a skid.
Yeah, a little bit of a hands up there to make sure he doesn't have an adverse impact.
So he and Matty Hayward, a couple of local lads.
Did a bit of research with Matty on Thursday night.
Yeah, absolutely. A local hospitality guru.
Yeah.
Through Brewco and Sailor, and big congratulations to you on your big bingo win on Thursday night, Dale Budge.
Thank you. Played for a very nice night out.
Did. Pleasant meal at Sailor.
Yeah, goes good, Sailor. So here is Beastie. Kevin Feast, JP Van Both he and Andy living not far from here. Short drive, they sleep in their own bed, presumably.
Yep. So, Gav's split times look like there might be a bit of redemption on the card. Andy Martin's times for 8:21.2, so just in behind Todd Borden, ahead of Ben Huband. And, William Menzies slotting in just behind Quentin Palmer, then Julian Longley 4.2 seconds further back there. So that promotes Menzies up to second in the Rally Challenge behind Longley, but just 1.4 seconds between them. So that battle well and truly on, and the pair, well, Menzies 13 seconds off Caleb McDonald. So there's plenty to play out. This is a big rally, a lot of rallying to be done.
Absolutely. As we see our next competitor, is that Josh Keeley?
That is Josh Keeley, Neil Woolley. G'day, Cobber. Hasn't Josh been impressive? Didn't see the best of him. Had a few issues at Coromandel. Come across a bit of wildlife. Had a couple of mechanical issues.
He's had an outstanding rookie season, though.
Oh, definitely turned some heads, hasn't he?
Well, there's some talent coming through.
So we saw a wee issue for him in the first stage, so we'll see what the time looks like. The headlights ablaze, the H6 Subaru sounding strong.
Tidy again from Josh. He has been impressive all year.
He's a very tidy driver, just carries that corner speed. Nothing too flamboyant. As much as we like to see flamboyance. Gavin Feast with a big time, so he's fastest of the Rally Challenge cars there, 7.2 seconds quicker than Caleb McDonald.
It's a big statement. Feast, he just probably touched slow out of bed this morning in the opening stage, but he's had coffee
and making his once a year rally. And, Carla, a real hard charger from way back. Former junior champion, I believe, back in the day. So we see Dean Buist and Carl Celeste.
Boy, he's made up some time, hasn't
he? Yeah, a couple of short gaps in there, to be fair. It's a beautiful BDA Escort, the iconic IF780. Those number plates started out with Ari Vartman. There's a fair bit of discussion around exactly which body shells and which car and what's what and who's who, but
did I tell you you interviewed Ari Vartman once?
You may have mentioned it. Did I tell you I like BDA Escorts? Listen to me.
See, on the charge, man, he has had a phenomenal season as well too. When you think of, we almost sort of run out of superlatives to describe his performances, but
And while everyone else was out doing reconnaissance yesterday, Dean was
doing laps of the pool, wasn't he?
Yeah, laps of the pool. Was the first person to turn up at the ceremonial start. Because apparently Ricky's boring.
Right, is that Bryn Jones?
Yes, it is. Bryn Jones, Sean Lockyer. Our international exports have returned home.
Yeah, and a very successful trip to Portugal since we last saw them in action. Gold Rush Rally Coromandel, the ITM Gold Rush Rally Coromandel. Doing a good job getting the battle all season here. Mackesy have been separated by March. Just seem to have the answer at the moment.
A bit of breaking news too with Josh Keeley through that H6 Cup that Jack and Timmy Smith have been running. Josh will get a test in the very AP4 car that Hayden Padden is driving today. So that's a very, very exciting bit of news for Josh.
Yeah, that is. That's awesome. Great job to everyone involved. Hayden doing his bit to help the next generation of New Zealand rallying.
And just confirmation there from Tim Smith that yes, Ricky does suck. It's also probably quite an important part of going fast. Yeah, you got to put in a bit of the groundwork before you.
Those boys done a great job with the 8-6 Cup. And, it's become a really competitive class rallying in New Zealand. So it should be Tim Mackesy next. That's Eugene Crede.
And that's not sounding healthy. Or maybe, I might have heard a car touring up the road.
Yeah, I think you're listening to something else, mate. Someone on a quad bike.
I'm a simple man. I'm easy to confuse. It's great to see.
It was you walking in. I think you're still.
Yeah, I've got my breath back.
Got the full steam ahead.
It only took 20 minutes. Keep telling you, Dan, we need a beer fridge in the commentary booth here. It's Eugene and Philippe, regular visitors from New Caledonia. It's great to see a few more internationals coming back. See Pierre Henri Brunet before too long, but it is now Tim and Lauren Mackesy.
Brand new car for Pierre Henri. Tim Mackesy, if you take out where Bryn Jones has finished all season, you'd say Tim's had an outstanding season as well. Really done a fantastic job, Tim and Lauren.
Oh, it's been so close every event, hasn't it?
I think the frustration that just there.
Every time Tim finds something, Bryn finds something, and it's fantastic because they're pushing each other along and really developing both of their speed. But yeah, you can imagine for Tim there'd just be that little sense of frustration there that it's just so close, just dangling in front of him, and not quite. But we'll see how this one goes. Of course, with the drop around situation for Bryn, it's really about winning to stop Tim from
getting extra points to take to Whangarei. It's almost a local event for Bryn, not too far down the road.
So it should be Ian Wood up next, one of the local legends. Just hearing Eugene was a little bit late to stage one, so that's why he was out of order.
Right, so here is Ian Wood, Sean Piper in that Toyota Corolla. All-comers entrant.
Yeah, turbocharged and sequential gearbox and all sorts of good bits and pieces, and Ian certainly no fool when it comes to steering it. So it'd be a tricky car to drive this. You listen to it, so much power, and just light switch like turbo reaction. The old bonnet lifting up there in the middle.
So we should get a ellipse very shortly of this new Skoda Fabia RS Rally 2. Pierre Henri Brunet, one of two that I think he's acquired. And we'll see that car in action at Whangarei.
Yep, so just doing a couple of all-comers events is Pierre, as we see Kevin Laird. So Kev, his second event in the North Island now.
And he too has had a really impressive season so far. He and Josh Keeley, not much between the two of them. So we've just lost the drone feed for a moment. Boy, look how dusty it is there when you get the shot from down where we are.
Tough conditions, isn't it?
Lots of blows again in Kevin's car.
He's pushing on well. He and Alan Jones, they were quicker than John Keeley in stage 1. Split time suggest.
Yeah, looks well on it there too.
Yeah, so Kev out to make a point, because that Group A challenge is very much on the line.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, we highlighted that battle in the preview this week. It's a real epic battle. Both of those guys have been fantastic all year. So last 2 rounds, someone will step up and win that championship. So I think we should another all-comer and Bradley Stewart next. Super Impreza WRX. The Pion, Brunei, Alpeden, and that Skoda that we talked about.
So that is Brad. No, had his wee one, probably about 6 months old. Helped him drive over the start ramp yesterday at Mitre 10 in Tauranga.
Made more sense talking to them than half our competitors.
Absolutely, he said he was getting lessons, so...
Can't start them too young.
So, Brad, so yeah, a hard charger. Rally series. Down across the flying finish, nicely done through there. Certainly just that little sort of natural, well, there's banks on either side of the road. Let's not try and make it anything too technical. Just seems to be trapping that little bit of dust, and and the change of light and everything just makes it that little bit tricky. You
can see the difference between the shot at ground level and the shots we see from the drone, just how much dust is actually down on the road. Look at that. Work from the Volt TV crew. So we'll be back here for the live stream this afternoon. The reverse direction running of this stage, it's known as the Campbell stage, the traditional running, traditional direction of it.
Might try and understand exactly where the crew's going to be.
Well, at least now we know how to get here.
Yes.
Shouldn't be that too difficult.
Yeah, we've explored a few options on how to access this stage.
Yeah, we did. I think the difference is that when the crew came here, the road was closed, so they could...
Open.
Yeah. No, the road was open, it was closed when we tuned up a little bit later. As
gentlemen's hours. So we see Pierre and Mel. So just doing a couple of events outside of the championship. Use up the time to point the but on board for a full championship campaign with that car in 2026.
That's going to be exciting.
Great to have Pierre back. He's just one of those guys, always smiling. Just, you know, those sort of positive vibes that really just make rallying such a wonderful sport and wonderful community.
So Andrew Sim was due to come through next. I don't think we're going to see him.
No, seen a wee picture of that car. It looks like he's had a pretty good go at trying to remove a farmer's fence. It's fair to say the fence might have been stronger than the escort.
I think the fence won, yeah. Daniel Haynes, the local drivers from Donate, that beautifully presented for the escort.
I don't know if he's got off the car. I'd probably go tell him myself. Yeah, graphic example there of just struggling through that dust to the ultimate perception of how far down to that corner is. And certainly better safe than sorry, I think, is the attitude, and I'd go along with that. And for Dan, of course, last year, this event, he managed to put the car on its roof, and it was a fairly extensive rebuild of the escort.
Great to see him back competing. Matty Priest alongside him. So it should be Brent Taylor, Chris Ramsey in the Toyota A6 next. This is Brent.
Considers himself a local lad now. He's placed in Cambridge and he's placed in Mount Maunganui. Looks like Andrew Sims had a bit of a go at...
a bit more than just the fence.
He had a bit of a go at one of the local power poles as well, and I'll probably tell you for free that that's not the wisest decision you'll make.
No. Right, so Stephen Gill, speaking of our historic two-wheel drive competitors, Grant Malloy and that Ford Escorts.
Just a wee way from home for Gilly.
It's a bit of a trek up here from Winton, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Winton.
So just a little bit wide there too.
Yeah, been back and contested the Hanmer Rally as well in between. So it's pretty much become a a local on the Inter-Islander ferry. Known to the staff on a first-name basis.
He's another that's had a really good season, just sort of almost flying under the radar given how good Dean has been in that class.
Yeah,
he's had a really, really good run as well. Yeah.
Battled a few issues at Coromandel, so he'll be looking to have a cleaner run back to Town Rally Bay of Plenty. Another one that's just good fun to have around the service park. You know, the rallying community is so strong and it's full of so many good people. It's one of the real highlights of the sport. And the travelling circus that is the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship, it's almost like a family environment. You know, you go away and see the extended family half a dozen times a year.
Sometimes you have to share bedrooms and you're a little bit too close proximity than you'd otherwise want to be.
Well, I don't think you had any issues because you cleared your bedroom out last night. Carl Finn was on the couch.
Finn didn't even bother try.
No, as we see Dave Strong and Rob Scott.
So in the Civic this weekend, the Jazz still having the finishing touches being put on that rebuild.
And, Dave, very honest, another one that's been in the Matahina Forest. I said to him, was it how you remembered it? He said, well, I couldn't remember it anyway, so... Yes, that would probably be right.
Yeah. He does not remember it.
I think that car might have been in a very different form back then as well, to be fair. It's quite a trick car now, but busy week for Dave. He starts the Targa on Wednesday, I think it is.
Sam Broadbent, Matthew Broadbent, the Toyota Corolla.
Yep, great to see these guys getting back out there. Bit of an accident at Taranaki Tarmac Rally that's put them back in the Corolla rather than the Evo, and be a bit of a case of building some confidence back up and trying to secure a good result. Toyota Corolla. So been quite impressive through the first
part. So Kyle Percival, Fiddley Tiak, Ford Escort Mark II, due next.
And focusing his attention on the North Island Rally Series through the back half of the season. That is not Kyle Percival.
No.
That's Dan Alexander and Waverley Jones. Poor Dan had a bug and spent most of the night before Ricky removing his insides. Led to Waverley driving a reasonable amount of the stages between the stages on Ricky. And was relying on Andrew Graves to do directions for two cars. To be fair, he's a fairly reliable lad, is Dougie. And, Dan there. Great to see him back out. Of course, and nice to see Dan having a go in his car. So he bought the car and then put Ari in it.
He's owned the car for a good couple of years now. So 49 competitors entered the rally. Big thanks to those sponsors of ours on the screen. NZRC brought to you by Brian Green Property Group, MRF Tyres, Controlled Tyre, Cream Insurance, Omega Rental Cars.
Now we see Kyle Percival. The Hull Bay powered Mark II Escort. Very cool bit of kit. Grandad Murray's let him loosen. And, keeps building his speed and building his speed. Certainly not shy of throwing the Escort sideways. Very strong. So Hull Bay, similar in configuration to a BDA, and two odd litre, that car 2.4. but a twin cam head that bolts onto the single cam block.
From Chris Fitzgerald through in a second in the Subaru Impreza.
Have we adopted him yet? Our Australian visitor that is a New Zealand, self-confessed New Zealand rallying convert. Great to see him. He's been at all 5 rounds of the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship, just running as an all-comer, but it's been fantastic to have Chris over the ditch, and seems pretty committed to developing his craft in New Zealand. Back with Riyadh Fitzgerald. Brought another co-driver over for Rally Coromandel, and horribly casting. So navigating probably for a second time, probably not on the cards.
Well, the first of 2 Mazda RX-7s that we're going to see very shortly should be Glenn Cameron.
And that is the unmistakable note of a rotary that we can hear.
Should be 2 of them in a row.
Yeah, Greg Kilworth up next. It's the got the Group B kit on it. It's a bit like the cars we've seen from John Silcock and Marcus Van Klink. Sounding like we might see a similar looking car of Ben Harding's in the historic championship next year.
That'll be cool. Yeah, drums are beating. There could be quite a few historic entrants next year, which is exciting.
It's a very cool look, isn't it? The big pumped out guards on the RX-7, big wing, and of course the brace of spotlights across the front of the car. Not quite sure of the aerodynamic properties of those, but the look is pretty cool.
So a MR2 would be next. Jeff Talkington, regular competitor up north.
Good point from Dean Johnston that actually the RX-7 of Glenn Cameron that doesn't have the Group B body kit on it now is a bit of a rare beast. Speaking of something that we don't see a whole pile of, the Toyota MR2, Jeff Talkington. Oh, check out the flames out the back of that. Jeff and Rodney James, just the one MR2 here this weekend. Jeff's got a bit of a fleet of them, and he's quite generous with his sharing his toys. He's probably a better child than I was. It's got a fair bit of trick gear in it, this one though. Flat shift on the sequential gearbox. There's no lifting, no gaps in between gears, just bang, bang, bang.
So Mark Milner, the Toyota Starlet, should be the next car we see. Off to service after this stage, and then into the forest.
Just confirmation that Emma Gilmore is still stopped in the stage. So that's certainly sounding rather permanent.
Yeah, it's disappointing for her. A long way to come to get through one and a tiny bit of stage time.
What would she be? We're 11.77. How's your maths? 11.77 and 9.6, 21.37 kilometres a special stage. So
yep,
that's what a Northcote College education does for you, Budgie.
It's a bit better than Pukio High School, isn't it?
I assume there was. I didn't pay a lot of attention by the time I got there.
Missed out on the geography prize at Pukio High School to a bloke who couldn't identify where China was on a world map. Which I was not impressed about.
I can imagine you took the news well.
I'm not bitter about it at all.
You so often do, Dale Budge. You're very gracious in defeat and just say, oh, well, I guess that's how it goes.
Yeah, no. I'm not a good loser. I think after all these years I'd be good at it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're good at losing.
That's plenty of practice.
You did win at bingo, though.
I did win at bingo.
Yes.
Got the line, got the bingo,
yes.
then got the line on the next one, and then they said I wasn't allowed to play anymore.
Yes. Yes, Matty Hayward's rules.
Yeah. Chased out of town by the locals.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
There was that pub quiz in Napier as well.
You go right at pub quizzes. That's what happens when you host 2 of them a week. We've got a bit of a gap here, haven't we?
Yeah, so this should have been...
Mark Milner and the Starlet, I think.
Yeah.
So Milner, I'm hearing, has stopped at the same place that Emma
Gilmore?
has stopped,
Wonder if he was after an autograph or maybe a selfie.
So with him out, Nick Flanagan in the Peugeot 205 should be...
Great little cars, those 205s.
There's a couple of Peugeots in this,
Yeah, 205 and a 309. That car actually originally built way back in the 90s by Roger Laird, Kevin's father.
Yeah, there you go.
And, Roger and his team a little bit topical with an NZRC circles at the moment. More to come. More to come on that one. Watch this space, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a hint. Okay. Let's file that away for things to check out post-event.
Yeah, plenty of work going on in the background with the Brian Green Property Group New Zealand Rally Championship for 2026. Some exciting developments in the wings. So we see Nick Flanagan, Tristan Lees-Baker.
Oh, you've lost the screen again.
Yeah, and I didn't catch it this time.
Did not catch that one.
No.
So that should be our Japanese visitor, Masatoshi Konishi. GR Yaris.
Yeah, we saw him at International Rally of Whangarei last year. Said to me, that more about finishing. He was quite quick on stage 1 at Whangarei, and stage 2 he went off the road rather heavily. So, but great to have him back.
So here is Kanishi.
Potentially 3 Japanese competitors that will join us for the final round.
Wow, that's good.
Rally Whangarei. Question.
My eyes deceive me. Is there a little bit hanging off the back of that car?
Yeah, there is a little bit of rear bumper hanging off it. So there's a question on the live stream as to whether any of the competitors are carrying 2 spares into the forestry stages. So they have a service after this. We don't. We're obviously not there because you could hear from their huffing and puffing that we ran up the road, not from Calrail. We're not quite that good.
So Jonathan Lee in that Peugeot 309 should be the next car we see. Get down to the last couple of competitors. Excuse me.
Yeah, 50 car field. I think we had 48 starters, including 2 contesting the Clubman's Rally portion of the event, which doesn't take in all of the stages. So that is Mark Milner. He's obviously got his selfie and his autograph, and it might have been after one from Ben Searcy too. He's a bit of an international rock star on both sides of the car. But certainly the Starlet looking straight and clean. So now we see dust. And that is John O'Lee in the Peugeot 309.
So by my count, there should be 3 cars left to come past us and get Andrew Tressida.
Yep, another of the RX-7s.
Yeah.
Another one with a Group B body kit. That one's got the Works paint job on it as well. It's certainly a really well presented field looking at them yesterday at the pre-rally start. The Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty. Not running the spotlights. Might be a bit of aerodynamic advantage in that. Might not be as well.
Once again, final big thanks to our sponsors. Brian Green Property Group, MRF, the control tyre of the championship, Cream Insurance, and Amiga Rental Cars, getting us around the place. Thank you for your ongoing support, letting us do this every round. A couple more cars, and we'll head off to the service in Kawaro. As we see 4 special stages in a row now in the forest.
Ideal for the people at home. Special stage number 9 at 3:45 you'll be on here. So
looking forward to that. Dylan Turner from an elite competitor joining us in the commentary. You'll be back at the finish. Classic Flyers in Tauranga, Mount Maunganui. If you're in the region, pop down, see the cars up close, see a few of our stars spraying some champagne this afternoon. So, and Adrian Sutton, I think, in the same Pulsar, if I can see through that.
Yep, that's Adrian. So he's a good, strong competitor. You see him most of the North Island events.
So Mike and Helen Cameron will be the last 2 that we see as the Lolly Lady continues her farewell tour. Mike undecided. Well, I think Mike's decided he'd like to go again.
Yeah.
Handing out some beautiful posters they had made at the start last night, sort of recognising Helen's contribution, or that team's contribution. Helen competing in her second to last event, Sarah at Whangarei, in a month's time or so.
Jordan Grant tuning in from the UK. Baden Thompson over in Japan. I'm assuming it's Japan.
What a win for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zeal Jones underlining that talent that we know that he has. Apparently he did enjoy that success with the right people watching. So watch this space, see what Zeal ends up next year, but some exciting opportunities for him. As we see Mike and Helen, little Evo.
And, even had some nice laminated posters for the NZRC team.
Just
very much
describing
nice.
those,
Yeah.
just describing them,
Yeah, I don't often listen to what you've got to say. We wouldn't go well in a rally car, would we?
No, especially not after the directions we took this morning. We both had a go at it, to be fair.
It was your best effort at navigating to date. It was just that you were reading the wrong book. We're going to the wrong spot. So Mike and Helen safely through special stage number 2. They complete the stage and complete our first live stream from the Battery Town Rally Bay of Plenty. Again, massive thank you to Brian Green Property Group, MRF Tyres, Omega Rental Cars, Cream Insurance, our fantastic fleet of sponsors. We really appreciate all of you tuning in and look forward to inflicting Dale Budge and Dylan Turner on you this afternoon. Won't be happy about dropping one across the 3 other rounds, Otago, Canterbury and Rally Coromandel. 1 second across the 3. But looking at those lines there, he certainly shows you a bit of the dust. It's that exciting news that he has the Skoda Rally 2 car on the back of his seat as his brother, and you're talking with Brian from New Zealand. It's a stunning bit of kit too, I must say. Went for a little nose. Jason Farmer. A little bit wider there than everyone else.
What happened at Canterbury, looming large over his season. I think what might have been.
Yeah, local lad.
He was impressive in that opening stage as well.
Yeah, fifth fastest. Right, the turned some heads at Dale ITM Rally Coromandel 5-6 weeks ago. He and Mike Gowdy. If I can just go out there and blow really hard to clear the dust, that's what I like about you, Jack. You're in ideas, man.
It's on the border.
Right. So again, one of folks, he was 20.6 seconds off the ultimate pace.
Caleb McDonald just coming in shot now. First of our Rally Challenge competitors.
Yeah, not getting any better, is it? It's Ben and Corin Watson. But, he's a good man like that. Julian, very impressive at Coromandel. He's the driver of the rally for that. He's an all-comer this weekend. Doesn't want to start taking points away from people and
You'll remember hats up there to make sure he doesn't have an adverse. Give a piece of taking at the maze.
Definitely turned some heads, hasn't he?
Well, there's some talent coming through.
So we saw a wee, looks like, the headlights ablaze, the H6 Subaru sounding strong. You may have mentioned it. Did I tell you I like PDAS? Listen to me.
Again, they battle all season here, Macassey. Been separated by much. Job to the line.
Oh, it's been so close every event, hasn't
I
it?
think the frustration of the just there.
And it's fantastic because they're pushing each other.
Kevin's car.
He's pushing on well. He and Alan Jones, they were quicker than John's Keeley lessons, so.
Can't start them too young. Pass.
Yeah,
He's had a really, really good run as well.
battled a few issues at Coromandel, so he'll be looking back to town rally Bay of Plenty. Was it how you remembered it? He said, well, I couldn't remember it anyway, so. Even had some nice laminated posters at RCT.
Just
very much.
describing those.
Yeah.
Just describing them,
Yeah, I don't often listen to what you've got to say. We wouldn't go well in a rally